Yes, good morning. I am Denise Fitzpatrick, a fighter for civil and human rights. I'm an advocate for the mentally ill and also the homeless in regards to illegal housing discrimination. Me and my son are victims of illegal housing discrimination as proven in a court of law. If you've ever watched any of my videos, you probably say, "Oh, I've heard that announcement before." She's announced who she is. But of course, I continue to do that because this could be the first time that someone is listening to any of my videos and they would need to know who I am before I go into what this video is about. Again, this video is about, you'll see by the title though, that the video is about the noisy tenants above me and my son's head in rental housing. We are working on our case. I'm saying, when you see me sitting out here as I am this morning, September the 26th, 2020, Saturday, I am setting out. I just came out from my little studio inside where I write my books and make most of my videos. Normally, when I'm outside making a video, it's because the stomping above my head um, results in me coming outside a lot of times to get peace from that. Again, this is being worked on, this case. And I am outside again because it's about 11 right now. And this stomping this time did not start until around this time. But normally it starts now at 7 a.m. And it, along with all the other noises, I can hear everything that the people upstairs are doing, slamming the toilet, top to the toilet, the kids running and stomping because these children are not allowed to come outside and play, which is ridiculous. So making the playground above our heads is what they do. And then not only that, but then you have squeaking and the it's like a screeching and squeaking sound from people walking, and someone sounds like they're walking in heels, and the running. I've described many other things on my other videos, but it is a very annoying thumping, walking, screeching. Um, in the beginning, we would hear a dog constantly barking. I don't know if that dog's there or not. The other day, I don't hear the barking like I did, but the other day I could hear what sounded like a dog walking still. But before that, and this has been over the last couple of weeks, that you haven't really heard him barking. But before that, he was barking and sliding around on the floor, hitting against things, and near the nails. And another one of the annoying sounds that we hear down here is in the basement, a very cute, uh, renovated like apartments. Everything you can need is in there, washer, dryer, you name it. But insects and spiders, centipedes, snails, baby snake, regular bugs, the big water bugs that fly. The other day, I didn't take a picture, a photo of this particular incident where I opened up my stove and I took out a pan and it had a big water type of bug in the pan. I don't know how that bug got in the oven, but I guess maybe it's crawling under it or something on the back of it. The place on our end is immaculately clean. I make sure of that because we're clean people. Cleanliness is next to godliness, and we are a God-fearing people. So our place is clean. I don't give a landlord or anything on me to be able to use in any way. I know the statutes, being a fighter for civil rights, and uh, I've always loved landlord tenant statutes, codes, building codes, ordinances, you name it, Fair Housing Act, Amendment Act of 1988 statutes, federal statutes, all of that. But I've always been interested in tenant statutes. So I know what a tenant is supposed to do. And therefore, I always make sure that I give nothing that can be used as a defense on me and my son. Nothing. I am a good tenant. I have been told that over the years. As a matter of fact, when I won a case of illegal housing discrimination against a government entity, um, one of the main things that was said about me is that this is a good tenant. No problem with this tenant whatsoever. So I always make sure that my rent is paid on time. It has never been late here, ever, ever. But again, I'm going to go back to the book thing. And so, and then of course, we're quiet and that. And I have proofs of the tenants next door here who are, when I say pushovers, I've got proofs of what they have told me, solid ground proof, because I don't really trust people these days. And when I am working on something, I always make sure that I have all the evidence that I need. Because when you establish, which I have done in the past, and I've defeated 6 or 7 landlords on certain things, don't be real big money, but I have defeated, including a government entity of violating federal laws. But I know how to establish a prima facie case. I never could pronounce that word, but it's spelled Prima. Then these words are not connected. Facie. And it's Latin, and I've always had a tongue-tying thing with pronouncing, but I know how to establish a prima facie case. And I do have all the evidence that I need. I always, anytime I go forth with something, I'm going to have all the evidence that I need. It'd be stupid for me to have a case and not have no evidence, hearsay, no, solid evidence. When I say solid evidence, I'm talking about emails, photos, video links, modern technology, awesome. Not just thumb up, thumbs up. So that's what the deal is. So again, I'm sitting out here because of noise, but there's been every kind of creature that has gotten in this place. As I said, there's been, I don't know, some type of, I've even taken photos of everything. There was one time a sort of like a big centipede on the wall in the kitchen gave me the creeps, and then there was a baby centipede in the bedroom. There again, the bug that was in the pan in the oven the other day. But there are um, the only thing I haven't seen there so far is a snake and so far uh, I don't know, but there's just insects. There's insects, and this place is a violation of the warranty of habitability, the breach of the quiet enjoyment covenant. There's a lot of laws that I have that has violated, and but it's not good, and that is why I'm out here. And this place is a damage from the illegal housing discrimination that will be explained later how that is that. We are fighters for civil rights. And if anybody listens to this video that has any questions about fair housing or code, statute, building codes, or any of that in the state of North Carolina or any other state, because I will investigate those codes and I can get those codes and statutes sent to you. Any questions that you have that I have researched according to my own research, understanding, belief, and understanding of the laws. Because again, I'm not a lawyer. People email me like I'm a lawyer. No, I'm not a lawyer. I'm pro se litigant. If I'm going and sue, I can sue and myself, a lawyer for me and my son. But other than that, I can give you and I'm outside right now, as we see, and I can still hear. I don't know if you can hear the video because I don't think it's picking that up. I can hear somewhere in the house above me the furniture moving, and I'm outside. You know, I'm outside, but you can hear. What's real sad about it is that you think about laws need to be enforced, because you think about property manager renting a place in a basement, and you think about you have no carpet on the floor above the people's head. You don't have the proper insulation. Apparently, you have allowed a big dog, 2 children who can't go outside, and about 3 adults or more. Above, the tenants downstairs head. Because why? You're thinking, as usual, pockets get fat. The amount of money that you can make on renting out the top part gets large and very far what I can see as far as when the windows are open, but when the curtains are pulled back. Beautiful, beautiful part. A big deck here. You have the people next door, they said they used to live upstairs before these noisy people came. And actually, these people next door are very quiet. They're quiet. They're pushover. They're quiet. And the wife, and the proof that I have proof that she's crying out for comfort. I can prove that. Solid. Solid. But, so you rent this place out with not R15 insulation, or I forget exactly top of my head, but I gotta look back at my notes. You have the proper insulation. You have no carpet on the floor. You have a big dog you allowed, and you have 2 children who use it as a playground, and 3 adults above the heads of people down here. And to my knowledge, this and understanding, the rent here starts at 800, include utilities. 800, 875, because it's larger than this one. I mean, it's got water dripping and paint hanging in it because these people don't, speak up. Then they said they did speak up and the man didn't do anything, the management. I've got proofs of everything that I need. Then you got 800, 875, and I believe this upstairs is, I'm not exactly thinking, maybe 15, a little under 2,000. And this is what's going in the pocket of these owners who are violating the laws. Denise Fitzpatrick, a fighter for civil rights and human rights. I am big against housing discrimination. That's illegal. Big. Because I've walked in those shoes. I have felt it. You'd be surprised. When we think about fair housing, that's not this. I'm going to be answering many questions as time goes along. I have a new group that we've started that's going to need some promotion, and it's going to get some promotion. It's Pro 319. I'll talk about that again, but it's on the videos on this page, this channel. We are highly against illegal housing discrimination. All the way. One day we hope to travel from state to state, speaking against unfair housing, speaking on substandard housing, which is a violation of the owner's set and get paid. I'm going to end right now. I just got something that said that my connection was unstable, so I don't know if it's going to be breaking up or what. I always play it, of course, after I have it published on Facebook. I want to say this. You don't have to live in unfair housing. You don't have to be a victim of housing discrimination. We hate for anyone else to have to go through what we have experienced as victims of illegal housing discrimination. It is a monster of injustice. If you ever want to know how to get your security deposit back or anything that you need to know about housing and the laws, let me know and I will send you what I have researched. And I will research whatever you have a question about. If you don't have the time, tenacity, or whatever, I'll do it for you. Because I urge anyone who is paying rent and living in bad housing, this area is safe, beautiful, wonderful, outside of city limits, in a country setting with houses everywhere. Substandard. I'm glad you listened. I hope you share the video. Talk to me. Because I want you to join Probe 319 as we stand up, speak out, judge fairly or righteously, and defend the legal rights of especially the lowly and the poor. Have a nice day now.